What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Stev Plays Games YouTube video. Welcome to the first episode of Season 2, or Episode 17 of the Driver Career Mode, and on my way to race to a Drivers' Championship. We have a contract event. We're going to get into this. We're going to see. I don't know what I was expecting. I honestly thought that I was just going to go to Aston Martin. I thought I was just going to go to Aston Martin. It seems like I might be able to select any team, so I really don't know who I want to select. I'm going to be honest about that, but we're going to go ahead, click, and see what happens. Okay. So my options are really Aston, Kick, Red Bull, and Haas. I'm gonna go. Okay, if it gives me that, what will this say? Okay, so those ones are actually locked. Okay, so I don't just get to pick every single one. Okay, that's good to know. We are going to go ahead and start or try to pursue a contract here with Aston Martin. We're gonna click yes. Let's see what happens here. Team. This should get deal done because we were already in talks before free agency and everything like that. Okay, I'm starting at 72. What do I think I can get to? I know that my teammate is Fernando Alonso. I get it. We'll just... We'll say 77 because I'm feeling cute. We will go with one season. Excuse me. And see what happens. The question is, do I ever want to hop into one of those beautiful, do I want to hop into a beautiful McLaren? Do I want to hop into a Ferrari or a Red Bull? I don't know. I don't know. But we're gonna go ahead and do one season with Aston Martin. And maybe I fall in love with them. Maybe I don't. We'll find out. We will find out. But we are going to go ahead, hit X, advance, get some resource points. And here we are. We're at the end of the season. We're going to finish the season and see what is said and what happens. It's the first time I've completed a season. I've done it. Okay. Cool. Hey, championship position though, rookie season. Finishing 9th. We'll take that, although, didn't really do anything with it. But that's why we're in the Aston. Okay, I didn't like that Haas. It felt like a boat. We're going to stick with the 16 races. But my question is do we cycle in some tracks that I didn't do? You know what? We'll remove Zandvoort. We'll get We'll get Spain on the calendar. I gotta have Belgium. I liked Brazil, but I liked Brazil. And I liked Qatar, but I think we're going to... you got to leave Abu Dhabi. I think we're going to take Qatar off. I don't know. I don't know. Do I add Mexico? I don't like Hungary. I'm not good around Hungary. I don't... Listen, I know... I know some people are going to be like, why no Monaco? I'm not ready for all that. Do we just roll with it? Do we just roll with the same thing except no Zandvoort? Add Spain. We'll do it. Screw it. And listen, what I will say is for next season, if you guys want to see any tracks, let me know. Let me know down in the comments below if you want to see a season with 24 races. This will not be the last time that I play Formula One and do a driver career or a my team career. So definitely let me know. But we are going to go ahead. Made my decision. We will go with that. Excuse me. I thought Fernando Alonso was my teammate. Okay, what? I could put a twist. Put a twist on the usual rules of the R&D system. Only one R&D scenario can be active at a time. They can only be activated and deactivated between seasons, but deactivated at a time, at any time. Okay. High inflation. Upgrades will become more expensive the more you develop. Only powertrain upgrade components can be purchased. All other departments have their fitted upgrades removed. Yeah, we're not doing any of those. Don't give a rat's. No R&D scenario. I'm good. And we are now with a different team. Same driver's headquarters, different team though. Is Stroll my teammate? We gotta check the grid here. Driver moves. As you know, all the teams have been busy with important contract negotiations over the last few weeks, few days. Attached is a summary of the recent driver market activity. Let's take a look. Max Verstappen. What? Hold on. Hold on. What? Max Verstappen is moving to Haas to replace me. Esteban Ocon has signed with Red Bull to replace Verstappen. Alonso is no longer driving, and Colapinto is in a Visa Cash App racing Red Bulls, replacing. This is kind of fucking insane. What the actual heck? What? Dude, Max Verstappen is actually in a Haas. Haas might actually do something. McLaren, Charles is still there. I think he's just a free agent. Bro. Ollie Behrman still in the Haas. Lance Stroll. Wow. So okay, I'm sorry that this has been such a long preview before we even get into a race. But such is the beginning of. And okay, why is our powertrain so low? Upgrades lost. Okay, that's why. Okay, supplier upgrades have arrived. Your supplier has delivered these upgrades. Okay. We are gonna get some spark plugs going. Upgrades unlocked. We're just gonna go ahead, get this going. Not gonna get it for, I believe it will be Australia. And then what durability? We'll save. We'll save what I have. We'll save what I have. But man, that is insane. I'm in shock. The fact that Max Verstappen is in a Haas. Wow. Man, was I just bad? Is that proof? Was I just not good? Go ahead and get the plank done. We'll go ahead and get roll dampers going as well. Really get some chassis work going. Good. Spark plugs are done. Good. And we are finally here to the first race weekend in the Haas. So I'm gonna go ahead, get right into it, and I will catch you guys in quali. Alright everybody, what is going on? We are here in qualifying in season 2 in the Aston Martin. I'm excited. It's a new piece of machinery underneath me, and we're just getting right into it. We're gonna see what lap we can put together here in season 2. And I also do want to say, let me know what you guys are thinking about some of these edits. I'm trying to do more because I'm getting used to some things as I go and spin out right here, but this is why we have the rewind button. I believe this is the only rewind that I used this qualifying, but let me know what you guys are thinking about the edits, because I've been adding some things. I added some things this go around, so we'll see how it goes. Let me know if you like it. But right here we're struggling to get used to the Aston Martin, apparently. I say apparently because I was feeling good. Behind those couple mishaps. I was feeling good as we cross the finish line and go P2 and make it into Q2 as we get right in to this lap of Q2. There's my teammate up there, Lance Stroll. Little interesting that Fernando Alonso decided to leave. I say that, but yet, I mean, Lance's daddy does own the team, so it makes sense why he's still here, but neither here nor there. You know, hey, I just wanted to have a little moment with Lance. That's all it was. I'm talking shit just because he's easy to dogpile on, but I don't mind the guy. Because listen, I'm gonna be so for real with you. If it was my kid and I had the money, I'd be doing the same fucking thing. So I'm just judging because I'm not there. But anyways, made it into Q3. And that's all that really needed to be said about that. I made it into Q3. That's done. That's dusted. We're going to leave it over here to the commentators. I'm going to let you find out the final grid.
Starting grid looks like for today's race.
And we'll get right into the race after that.
Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Sainz, Charles Leclerc, Sunshine, Ocon, Albon, Verstappen, and Lewis Hamilton. Stroll, Bortoletto, Isaac Hadjar, and Gasly. Sonoda, Hulkenberg, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Ollie Behrman. Doohan and Franco Colapinto rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
What's Franco got going on there with a fucking penalty in the first race? What's he doing there? Anyways, we're getting up here, getting to my grid spot. The tires are not complete icebergs, and that's what we like to see. But we're coming up to this grid spot and waiting for the 5 red lights to come up this grid, taking their sweet time. You know, we're not used to being this far up the grid. But as we wait for the 5 red lights, and we're off as I am racing down into T1, doing the best I can. I know that there's going to be a little something that happens, but we're going to keep rolling with it, doing a little bit of a better job right here into that turn. It's what we like to see. It's a lot better than the last seasons, let me tell you what, or the last races, all of the races. Dude, I'd be in the back of Leclerc so quick. Anyways, just getting right into it, doing a fantastic job, shoving Leclerc out of the way. Honestly, he got a little scared right there. That's not my problem. That's his problem. He needs to get a little confident with his machinery. But listen, I watched the replay back. He just got out of the way. Genuinely, we kissed each other on the tires, and Buddy got out of the way. So we're not hitting the rewind button. I don't care about Leclerc. We're keeping it pushing. Keeping it moving, keeping it pushing. But anyways, lap 1 is looking good. We're not used to being up so far in the grid, in the paddock. It's just, you know, that Haas, we were back fighting, absolutely
wringing the neck out of the vehicle, but dude, it's feeling a lot more smooth now. It's coming to me a lot better now. We're just getting right into it. I'm feeling good. I know that the machine can do more than what I am doing right now, and that is a feeling that I needed in my life. Let me tell you what, because the Haas, I was fighting the car to get it to give me everything it had. This car, more symbiotic relationship. I believe that's the words I'm looking for. But we're getting in here as I get a little too on the gas right there. But hey, we hit that rewind button, and we're gonna get right back into it. I wish I was good enough to not need to hit the rewind button, but I'm not. I'm not there yet. And I enjoy the game too much. And so we're here. Don't be afraid to hit the rewind button. But we're getting right back into it. Sorry, I had a moment. I thought that was Pierre Gasly behind me. I was like, what the heck? It looked like an Alpine, not a Ferrari. But anyways, also, I did record the actual race a little bit ago. And so what happened in the race is not fresh, but also that's commentating. In real life, you don't know what's happening in the sport, in the match, whatever it is, before it happens. You know what I mean? That's just, it's not how live commentating works. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind with how I might sound compared to some of the videos in the last season. Just saying. But we're doing a fantastic job coming up to the last turn. That was Ascari. Now the last turn. But anyways, and just doing a fantastic job. In 5th place, but gaining on Sainz. It was Russell, but Russell was fighting to catch up to Sainz, or pass Sainz, sorry. And I don't know, the Williams is looking good this season. I know that it is season 2. I do know that the cars have upgrades and things like that, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is the first time I've completed a season and done a second season, as I give a little too much love to the wall right there, and the wall gives it back. Let me tell you what, it gave it back and I ended up in the wall. But we hit the rewind button, doing a fantastic job, as good as I can right here. Just coming up behind Sainz, following him as close as I can, and you know, I'm really keeping Leclerc in this, let me tell you what, letting him gain. But we get to move done on Carlos Sainz in the Williams. The Williams, like I said, was looking good this year. It is looking like a competitor this year. Maybe not a constructors competitor, but it's definitely going to give some problems to the likes of Aston Martin, Red Bull with friggin' Esteban Ocon and Yuki Tsunoda. I like Yuki. Timeout. I like Yuki. I don't like Esteban. Now that sounds bad. I just don't like him. But as we skipped ahead to lap 6, we're in 4th place. We stayed, and we were just chilling. You didn't need to watch me going around. I almost said in circles, but this isn't NASCAR. But you didn't need to watch me going around the track constantly doing the same things, staying in the same spot. But this time, something's going to get a little interesting, because Mark gave me a target to hit. And when Mark gives me a target to hit, all I say is, yes, boss. All I say is, yes, boss. As we're going to go. We're going to get this move done. We're just catching up to George Russell. He is looking like somebody who might be a competitor for me this year in the Drivers' Championship. We'll have to be seeing how this race turns out and how the season turns out as I get my elbows out and I say, bye-bye, George. I'm coming through. And honestly, he obliged. So we got the move done, and we're on to the next. We are on to the next. In a podium position, it feels lovely. Let me tell you what. It feels good to be in a podium position. It feels good to be this far up the grid compared to last season. That's all Apparently, Buddy needs to focus on his driving because he ended up in the wall. What is he doing? Yes, that's me, I know. Yes, that's me, I know. But anyways, we hit the rewind button. We get right back into it. We get right back into it, team. Keeping Russell behind me, not too worried. The McLaren's 5 second, it's a 5 second gap. So at this point, I was 110% settling with a podium. I was like, we're going to fight George. We're going to keep George behind me. And that's going to be the aim of the game for the start of the season. And we're just going to see where the season takes us from there. But George kept me on my toes because I didn't have more than a 1 second gap, at least right now. And so I can't rest on my laurels. You know what I'm saying? I can't just get too comfortable as I'm creating a DSR train because I am the slow car, or what seems to be the slowest car. Nobody else can pass, but as I go ahead and get on the power a little too soon right there, and we spin out. Yeah, I totally lied at the beginning of this. I told you guys I did not watch, sorry, I'm watching right now, and I did watch, but I did not.
Piastri is in the pits.
Like, sorry, let me figure out my English words here for a second.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
I did record this a minute ago. So what happened in the race is not super fresh. And so Piastri hopping off into the pits. It looks like they're going to put priority on Lando Norris this race, and we're going to see what happens here throughout. But most likely it's just going to be a Lando Norris, Piastri, myself, 1, 2, 3. That's the aim of the game right here. Just start off the season in a lot better of a light than we did last season. Let me tell you what, we would take a podium. Gabriel Bortoleto there in third in the soft tire.
Don't forget,
It's not
box
too
this
bad,
lap.
honestly. I know people hopped off into the pits, but still, it's not too shabby. As we are coming to the final turns, are we going to hop off into the pits this lap? I mean, we should. Realistically, we don't have very many laps to go on the soft tires, as we do hop off into the pits. Hop off, peel off. I like that better. We peel off into the pits. We did not get a pit penalty. We did not get a speeding penalty. And that is what I like to see, because I struggle with that. I'll keep it 100% honest. I'm trying to figure out how to come into the pits and not lose time. I know that sounds silly, but it's the truth. It is the truth. It is something that I'm working on as I come out of the pits with my soft tires. Other racers on the hard tires. Gabriel Bortoleto, so sorry. George Russell and Ollie Behrman fighting in front of me, my former teammate, in 4th place. Don't know what he's doing so far up here. It should be Max Verstappen, which insane to think about Max Verstappen taking my place there in the Haas. But it is what happened. Excuse me, sorry. Needed to take a second. As I just said, Ollie, get the fuck out of my way, buddy, please. I got people to fight now. You're in my way. But no, we hit the we hit the rewind button, this time doing a lot cleaner of a job trying to pass my former teammate in Ollie Behrman. As the FIA did not like my little collision with Ollie Behrman, I said, okay, stewards, I will do a better job. I do a better job. We get the move done. And now it's on to getting George Russell with, yes, Leclerc is behind me, but I am not worried at all about Leclerc. Why, you might ask? Because I'm just better, and I'm going to be better. I am going to be better. As we are getting tucked in, chasing George Russell, losing Leclerc just a tiny little bit. Could have dumped some ERS, but we're saving the ERS. And honestly, doing such a better job. It feels so much better. It looks so much better. compared to the first season, this race looks better because I've done this track ample times at this point. I should be a bit better now. And so it feels good. It feels good to watch the race back and see how much better I've already gotten as I'm gaining on Russell. I'm saying, come here, buddy. I'm going to catch you. Again, could have done...
Okay, mate. Lap times are a little erratic at the moment.
Tripped up on my
We need
words. Could have
consistency, so let's
dumped
try and stay
ERS,
with
but I didn't. I saved it right here, honestly. If I was a smart guy, I would, but I know I'm probably going to save a little bit. Again, for the future. What future? I don't know. Thankfully, see, I knew I was a smart guy. I dump a little bit of ERS. We definitely do a big catch on George Russell. And we get the elbows out. We trust the brakes. We get the move done. I really love that
Nice
turn
move. Keep
because it
going.
felt like all of the AI were so scared around that turn, and I just wasn't. Might be a sign I need to up the AI a little bit, but also, I mean, we're not winning any races yet, so we'll relax on that regard. But we're definitely getting to a position where we could, as Gabriel Bortoleto is out of the race. We will take a look at what happened with Gabby. That'll be in the future, because right now we gotta focus on our own race a little bit. As I touched the wall here into the last turn of Stewart, and we hit the rewind button. It was kind of, I'll be honest, it was kind of a bitch move of me, a little bit.
8 seconds.
But it doesn't matter, because we're here. And we hit the rewind button so that we could properly race George Russell. As we are just doing the best that I can to stay in front, not lose any time. Keep George behind me. Aim of the game, get a podium. We have 3 laps left. We need to complete them. As we are coming up here, we're going to take a look, as you can see, and listen to what happened to Gabby up there as it's had to be a double watch situation, because we got our own things to be watching. We can't completely go away. So let me know if you guys like that. You know, again, like I said, we're trying some new things. We're getting a little better at the editing. Doesn't mean I'm good, but I can try some things. So let me know what you guys thought about that. But Gabby having a mechanical failure, it sounded like, out of the race. I was absolutely not going to let off my gas. It didn't even sound like George let off his gas either. As he goes and he passes me. And like, what was that? Like, honestly. He like passed me and then immediately, like, I'm not gonna say it was a brake check, because it definitely wasn't that. But like, buddy, I'm still there. But he tries to pass me. I'm more brave on the brakes. Stay ahead of George Russell. Again, that is the aim of the game. We want a podium in this first race. I think it would be pretty darn good to get a podium, honestly, to start out the season. But we still got a couple laps. The fat lady has not sung yet as we skip ahead. It's lap 15. This is the final lap as we were
Okay, we've lost a
racing,
position.
as we were
That's us down a
fighting
place.
against George Russell, Charles Leclerc. I spin out because the pressure got too much to me. We hit the rewind button. We get back into this fight. Both George and Charles passed me there for a second, fighting Charles right now, and the hopes look bleak. We hit the rewind button again. It might have been a little bit of a bitch move once again, but I can admit that. I can potentially admit that. But the podium was so close. It was within reach. I wanted it so bad. And I felt like I was having some mistakes. And, you know, I did what I did. I can't take it back, can I? The recording is done. I have to move forward. as George has not given up on his fight and hope to get a podium, as he shouldn't. As he shouldn't. Make it interesting.
The McLaren
But
driver
I
just completed a
am
pass for the
going
lead of the race.
to do everything in my power to keep that man behind me. Everything in my power. Right now, it is looking good. It is looking like I am on course and on par for the first podium in my career, the first podium in my Aston Martin career, the first podium of all of the things for me. We raced one hell of a race. It felt good. The car felt good. This is hope for this season. Can we win the Drivers' Championship in Season 2? I don't know. I genuinely, I do not know as I go and I mess it up on the last turn. That's why we have the rewind button. That it'll be scary when we take those away, let me tell you what. But I will be better by then, let me tell you. But coming to the last turn, Ascari and Stewart getting past those, coming to the finish line, and keeping George behind me just barely
Yes, and
as we
that's a
finish
podium. Excellent drive. The
in
whole team
a
have worked
podium
especially hard this
position.
weekend, and that, my friend,
Well
is a
done,
fantastic
team.
report.
Well done, engineers. Well done, me. Gotta give myself a slight pat on the back, even though I definitely hit the rewind button. But we are going to watch the celebrations and the podium
And your winner today, the man from down
podium
under.
celebrations, because I'm up there.
Congratulations, Oscar Piastri.
I'm up there. It feels good. It feels good to be up there, team. Look at my guy. We're going to be fighting the McLarens, it looks like. We're going to be fighting the McLarens. See, in real life, oh, I was about to say some lame stuff. I was about to be like, in real life, I'd be pouring that shit on Lando, because I love Lando. I'd be friends, but don't mistake that for I wouldn't fucking take him out in the race if need be. Okay?
After an event
But
like that, who knows what
that's a
the
great
sport
race.
has in
That's a
store
great
for us
start to the
next time
season.
out.
It's what we
Be
like
sure
to
join us
see.
once again as we
Third
continue
place,
to
a
bring you
podium
all the
position.
excitement.
We'll take that. We'll take that. Great start to the World Drivers' Championship standings as well. But that's going to do it for me here today. I appreciate everybody tuning in to today's video. Let me know down below what you guys thought about the edits. If you guys liked some of the edits, liked some of the things that I'm doing and did. I'm going to continue trying new things because I'm not going anywhere. Again, video goal is 1 video a week. Going to be looking to up that, but 1 video a week is the goal. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. Let me know your thoughts down below. Don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe for the journey right now. Small goal, road to 50 subs. Subscribe. But like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.